Hey guys, today I wanted to try out these e.l.f. face duos, and I wanted to do it when I had a full face. However, in my e.l.f. box, I got this HD lifting concealer for free, and I was going to try it out. And this is the light shade. However, it looks just about as dark as my foundation, maybe even darker. So I'm gonna put this on. Can y'all see that? And I promise it is the light. Sorry about that. I had a phone call I had to take, and so I had to blend out the concealer. Anyway, it was about the shade of my foundation, maybe just a tad bit darker. And so I went ahead and blended that out. I don't feel like it did much for my skin, I'll be honest. I still feel like I see just a tiny bit of dark right here. So I don't want to pile on a ton of stuff on my face. And I have my Mary Kay foundation on today. I really love my Mary Kay foundation. I'm torn about using my e.l.f. hydrating camo or just using my my Mary Kay. I think I'm gonna just use my Mary Kay. I just really love this concealer. Like, this is my favorite. So this is the shade Deep Ivory from Mary Kay. It's their perfecting concealer. So I'm not putting on a ton of this. I'm just getting those inner dark circles. And then I'll get some on the nose to lift it a little bit. And the center of the face to balance. So not a ton, but a little bit. Oh, I got that blended out. I blended it out with my blending brush from Mary Kay, in case you were wondering what I was using. So I'm gonna set it real quick and then I'll be right back. So I finished as much of the face as I needed to so we could come back and do this. But something I wanted to point out is I finished a setting powder, and it's just so nice to have an empty container to throw away. It's just wonderful when you have a collection as big as mine to kind of go through some of it. That's so nice. So I'm throwing this away. So freeing. For my eyes, I did the e.l.f. Bite Size eyeshadow palettes. I used the Cream and Sugar and also the Pumpkin Pie. So I used these two to do my eyes. I did kind of like a bronzy look, and I really like these two. If you're gonna buy one or two, get one of these or both. That would be my suggestion. I also used the e.l.f. Putty Eye Primer. I did use that today. So, moving on to these face duos. I think they're just beautiful. I think they have come out with some beautiful colors, and they chose some beautiful blushes. I really think so. But one thing I want to commend e.l.f. on is their packaging. I absolutely hate drugstore packaging that you have to sit and spend tons of time trying to get this right here off. It is absolutely horrible. Especially, you know, you're trying to dig your nail under there and all that. But with the face duo and the Bite Size eyeshadow palette, they have this packaging where you just pull this little, says peel for a little pick-me-up. So you just peel this back, and then it catches and it starts peeling up right here. So you pull up and it takes off this front piece. So this comes off. Then you can actually open your palette. But then you also have the name on the back of it as well, so you're not taking it off completely, which I like and I think is really nice to have. The very last It's supposed to be a bronzer instead of a cheek color. They did say that it was a collection of blush, bronzer, and highlighters, and this is the only one that I can look at and say I think it could be a bronzer. None of the others look to me like they could be bronzers. So what I did here is I swatched some other bronzers that I have. So this is the e.l.f. bronzer coconut, and I got my Ace Beauty palette and I swatched these two. So I swatched this first and then this one second next to it, just to compare the undertone of it. It really doesn't look like either one. It might look like a mixture of the two. It kind of has like a red undertone. This is darker for sure, but if anything, I guess it could be more compared to that one. So just to let you know, it kind of has a red undertone if you're looking at it for a bronzer. From the elbow up, these two here are coconut. The next two are spiced apple. The next two are lychee. And these two here are pomegranate. And they all felt really smooth when I did dip into them, and they swatched really nicely. I don't have any that really were patchy or looked weird. And some of the highlighters do look similar. Like these two kind of look similar to me in person, and even these two can kind of look similar, but they do have some different tones in them. So do you need all 8 of these? No, but I just wanted to show you the different tones. So let me swatch the next 4. I'll be right back. So I'll show you the shades. This is the Cantaloupe. That would be these two. This is White Peach. That would be this swatch. This is Guava. That would be this swatch. These two here. That is a light wash of color. It actually looks lighter on camera than it does in person. I do believe that these can be built up though. So just to let you know. And then this is Watermelon, and that's these two here. I'm a little curious about the bronzer. It looks kind of deep for me, I'm not gonna lie. But I'm kind of wondering if I go in with a light hand, how it would look. This is actually an e.l.f. pointed powder brush that I have. I might try this. To get it coated. So I just dipped in and coated it a little bit and then tapped it off. I'm really nervous. Okay. Not like it's any big deal, right? Okay. So this is the coconut, and this is the bronzer shade. On my skin, it looks a lot more red than this. It looks more like blush than it does bronzer. So this, to me, is not a good bronzer unless you like a red undertone bronzer. That's just my opinion. If you want a good e.l.f. bronzer, just get the Forever Sun Kiss Primer Infused bronzer. And I'm speaking to my skin tone because that's all I can speak to as far as, you know, what works for what. I only know my skin tone. I can try to guide you in the right direction for other skin tones, but as far as if you're similar to me, then I would suggest this bronzer. It's not like you look at it and you're like, oh, that's red. So I'm not sure. Not sure about that. My favorite color by far has been the Guava since I took it out, and I know that it was really light in the swatch, so I'm kind of curious to see what it looks like on the cheek. So I think I'm going to. It's way past time for me to clean my makeup brushes. Okay, so I'm just gonna dip in, get my brush good and coated, and then just stipple it on. Do you see the difference? I really like this color. When I pulled it out of the packaging, I was like, oh, that's pretty. I really like this blush. Really, really. It's just definitely one that needs to be built up a little bit. However, I like a subtle blush that you can build up. So this, I really like. And then for highlighter, I'm going to use a different one just so we can use a different one. Just try them out. This is the white peach. Let me make sure. Yes, this is the white peach. So I'm just going to use the highlighter out of this one. So just dip in there. There is some kick up in the pan. Just take note on that. Very beautiful. Can you see? Then, just because we can, I'm going to use a different one just to kind of do the center of the face. This is the Lychee. Can you guys see that? A little different than this one. So this is what I used on my cheeks, and this is what I used on the center of my face. That's just a swatch, just so you can see the difference side by side. So again, this is what I used on my cheeks, this is what was on the center of my face. So I went ahead and highlighted the brow bone with the white peach color too. So that would have been this lighter shade here. And I put a little bit in the inner corner, but I already had a little bit of something in there, so I just built that up. But this is just white peach here. So, one other product that I bought is this e.l.f. Stay All Night Microfine Setting Mist, up to 16-hour wear. Shake well. There is a super tiny nozzle on there. I can't. Oh, it is microphone. So, I think it's a good makeup day. You know, you have those days where it's like a bad hair day or whatever. I have like good and bad makeup days, and so today I think is a good makeup day. The reason I think it's a good makeup day, number one, I use Mary Kay foundation primer and foundation. Also use some Mary Kay concealer. I didn't use the setting powder because I was trying to just get rid of the one that I threw away. So I didn't do that, but just the foundation alone. I mean, look how good my skin looks, and I'm not trying to say, oh, look how good I look, but my skin looks really, really good, and that's thanks to Mary Kay. But aside from that, these little face duos, I approve of. The only thing that I have anything negative to say about was the coconut. And the only negative is I don't think it's a bronzer. So for my skin tone, I could just use this as a deeper blush. So like come fall, I could probably use this as blush and be fine. Because this highlighter, I actually think is gorgeous. See if I can swatch it on the back of my hand, which there is kick up in the pan, just make note of that. I'm just trying to see this. That is beautiful, and I can wear that on my skin, I think, because I like different skin. I like different skin. I like different highlighters. I like different skin too, but I can't wear different skin. So, do I recommend? Yes, I do. I think they're great for $3. I mean, hello, you can't beat them. So get you some for summer. Get you some of these brighter shades for summer. Like the Guava, I think is perfect for summer because this is like the best peachy pink blush. I just love it. Or even the Watermelon. I love these for summer. White Peach. Love that one. Cantaloupe, love that one. I think those are summery. I mean, basically you can wear them all now. It's not like you can't, but I'm just saying, like, those jump out to me as like those scream summer. And then like these deeper colors I'll pull out come fall. These to me just say fall. And yes, I know these are upside down. I'm just putting the blushes together. So they say fall, and that's when I'll pull those out. So $3, yeah. You don't have to buy all 8 again. Just see what you think would fit your skin tone. Pick it up because I think it's worth it. If you're, you know, trying to decide whether to get it or not, because I am all about bargain makeup. And I'm just realizing I had mascara on my eye probably this whole time, so I do apologize if that was bothering you. Thank you guys for watching. I hope you enjoyed, and I'll let you know how this setting spray works. It feels really good on my skin. My makeup feels really set in place. I'm not like an avid believer in setting spray. I'm not like, oh my gosh, I have to have it, and if I don't have it, then, you know, the world is ending. I do think that there are some benefits. I think it can be kind of an extension of skincare in a way. So yes, I do use it from time to time, but I'm not like every time I do my makeup that I have to have it. So, but I'll let you know how that goes. And yeah, I think that's all. So again, thanks for watching. I appreciate you so much. I hope you have a wonderful day. Bye guys.